those who know me know I'm not really here to just light people up or anything, but my first point is Allen Iverson. Um, I was in Hoops Fest. I was there. I was around it. And the AI. So let's get one thing. Let's start with the story, right? Allen Iverson wasn't brought to Australia by the NBL. We spoke to Cal last week. There was things going on in Australia where he was coming across. NBL get wind of it. They obviously figure out an agreement to get him to Hoops Fest so he can play a part in that and do all that. I landed Thursday afternoon before your game. And by the time I'd landed, I'd already heard how difficult he was being and how much of a shit show it was. Late to stuff, barely spoke. First interview, they asked him how Australia was or something, and he just laughed. Said, I haven't left my room. Like, just things where I'm like, why would you come if you're going to be like this? So, first of all, he's already come over. He's in Perth. He's probably never flown that far. But he's late to things. He showed up to a couple of games for maybe 10 minutes and then just upped and left. Larry Kesselman, who's in the building, who's a billionaire, they have to, the NBL, almost from what I witnessed, because I was there, basically sort out an agreement just to get a photo with Larry Kesselman. And I'm guessing Larry's paying something for him to be there. So just the whole thing. And then the next part is, right, so I was actually in a room, and those who have known me, I'm not a big go annoy people for photos, but I was like, AI, most of us from my kind of age group, we grew up and we all had a love, or we watched Allen Iverson play and we respected him, and he was a smaller guard. And so I was in a room. So on the Friday, due to our sponsorship with the NBL, and obviously there me being there with the boss, we're over at Rottnest Island for this partners and CEOs and owners thing. And Iverson comes across and he speaks. He walks in the room, he speaks. He spoke pretty well for about 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Gives the mic up and just leaves. That's it. Apparently there's supposed to be photos, supposed to be some time to mingle. Out. That was it.
Really?
And I was just like, in my head, I'd actually said to myself, I'm going to get a photo with AI because there's not that many people here, so it won't be too annoying. There's only about 30 people there. Just gone, out, didn't see him again. All right. And I don't think I saw, I think he showed up that night to the Perth game for 10 minutes, and that was the last I saw of him for the weekend. But then I remember speaking to a few players, and I won't mention who it was, but one of the imports was sitting there, and he'd kind of heard that already, and I was talking, and he goes, man, I'm just disappointed. Because he's like, he's a guy that we've all grown up loving, as I said, if you're in that age bracket. And to hear that he's just like got no time for anyone, not really taking photos with anyone. He's like, I just feel disappointed, like I've been let down. Because it's like you want to hear these great things out. AI's out here and he's been taking photos with people. The players have been able to catch up with him. And I take it back to last year, Carmelo Anthony in town. Carmelo Anthony's walking past our practice. And obviously we had Montrezl Harrell on the team. Carmelo stops, walks over, and just starts saying hi to our whole team.
Yeah.
Didn't have to. Wasn't there for that. Practice had kind of stopped because Carmelo was there, and I think Mike said hi to him. And I was like, that's cool. Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen later last year. They're out having dinners with people. They're in settings saying hi, like easiest people to approach to say hello to. Like, I was just like, okay. So this experience, and I've talked long on this, I just felt it was really disappointing from someone that I've really looked up to, and I know a lot of other people have. And it's one of those things, someone said to me, imagine if that was Kobe. And then someone else, there's a conversation between three people, someone goes, nah, Kobe'd never do that. He would have sat there and watched all the games like he did when he go to World Champs, things like that. And so I just, look, he's a legend. He's a great basketball player, he was, but I just found that experience really disappointing. And because I was over there and hearing some of the things going on behind the scenes, yeah. And then also, I'm just going to add this in. Had a friend message me, took his son to an event in Brisbane. Tickets weren't cheap. Showed in 30 minutes late. Jumped on the mic, left straight after. There was supposed to be meet and greet, take photos. Said to his son, asking for a photo. No photos, and left. And that's what I'll leave it with, because I'm just really disappointed.